Gotta make it sexy. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and we are back playing Minecraft Jurassic franchise tour, adventure, building, other words used to describe the series. Now before we get started, a couple of things I need to show you guys. I have replaced Rexy, the green one, with the orangey browny one. This is the female, and she looks a little bit more like the one from Jurassic Park. So she's chilling out here. It's looking pretty good. She's kind of in the right position. She's going to turn her ass to me right now because I said that. So we are done with this exhibit pretty much. I haven't actually done this little fence here. I've not quite finished that off yet, but I will do that. The one thing I want to show you guys, shut up Rexy, is, let's make it nighttime. In terms of lighting, I could not come up with something. I've been trying so long to find a good lighting system for the park that feels natural. The problem with glowstone in the path is it doesn't look like it would really be real. The problem with glowstone under the path to light it is it doesn't work. I don't know why people keep recommending that to me, but light doesn't shine through any of these blocks here. And the problem with sticking glowstone dust on carpenter's blocks is not only do I have to replace the entire path with carpenter's blocks, which sounds horrible, carpenters, there we go, say it like an English person, that it sounds terribly hard work, but, well, again, it wouldn't make sense. I want like an actual light source. I don't want just light emitting from the world, you know? The point is to make a fairly natural, realistic thing. So we're going to make some lampposts. Maybe this is another idea. We may stick with the torches. At the end of the day, I've got torches around pretty much my entire park as it is. So if we end up with torches everywhere, that's fine. It's not the most exciting thing, but if not, lampposts. And I've got a few designs here. We have a double-breasted lamppost. We have tall, weird lampposts that kind of looks like the mace that Sauron has. So I'm a bit iffy on that one. And then these simple ones that look like this. This one with it closed, this one's a bit taller, and it has it pushing out. We can do sort of any combination of all of these. I think we might just go for that one, you know, have it right by the fence, and just have these dotted around the park, and maybe some torches as well. I think that might look pretty nice, but I'm unsure, and it's important, so I figured... Shut up. I figured I'd let you guys see the options, and if you've got any other designs you see online and stuff, let me know. I am going to use these ones rather than a redstone one, just for my own sanity. And I think the glowstone looks better than the redstone. Anyways, today we are going to start on the Nedry's Killers exhibit. It's about bloody time, isn't it? This might be a double-parter. It's actually a very complicated exhibit, much more than I thought it was at first thought. I've done quite a lot of work already, but I suspect we won't finish it in this episode, but we shall see. But anyways, as you can see, shut up. From the path, we carry on going. I did knock all this down. This was all kind of massive, and I've brought it all down. This obviously needs a little bit of work. That shouldn't look as weird and straight as it does, but I'll pull that out. I'll make that into a hill. That will be fine. If we head up here, you'll see I've put a stopper in. Boop. So this is where you'd get out. Now I'm going to block off this somehow, so you have to go... Basically, I want people to go, yeah, probably about this way, down here, towards the bottom. And then they're going to walk down here, and they're going to run to the right through this tunnel, which is in the film. I completely did not get how this was made in my head. The actual exhibit looks completely different in the film than I thought it does. I kind of forgot there was a road, to be honest, but there's a massive stone road that goes across here, and it's pretty much from the bottom of the mountain. You know, there's the dirt pile, mountainy thing, which isn't that dirty either. There's water there, there's stone, there's logs, there's grass. We're going to sort of make this look a lot better. It drops down to the right. There's like a little bit of grass at the bottom that kind of fades into the stone, so I need a way to make the stone look like it's got sort of moss or creeping grass over it, which is going to be difficult. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this as well. Let's elongate this a little bit, I think, which means, let me check, 1, 2, 3, we do the same over here. It's actually the same on both sides in that it's a fairly big road, but then the grass kind of moves in on it, so it's better to make it bigger and then make it smaller by adding grass than it is to do it the other way around. I know. So he goes down to the bottom. There's a big old road here. There's a sign here saying the docks, the east docks in this direction. And then there's a tunnel, there's a hole in the wall, it's like a cave, and it's actually connected all the way up here. So when he's going down the hill, you can see the wall on the right-hand side. And there's lots of trees and stuff, and it's not going to look like this. This is just the basic shape kind of thing. And then you get down to the opening, and it's kind of got this weird brown, stony, jagged texture over that side, and then this side is covered in trees and moss, and you can't really see it as much. It's quite an undertaking, I've got to say. It's a lot more than I thought it was. But we're going to get started today. We're just going to make some cool stuff. Now, I have completely forgotten the name of the mod that lets you add things in it. I accidentally got rid of it. You remember that little axe we had that let me sort of do things like this really quickly? I've kind of forgotten what it was called, to be honest. I need to go back and double check. Actually, I'm going to do that right now because it's kind of important. Okay, I've got to remember, //wand is how you do it. So, if we do this, boop, and fly over here, we can quickly replace all of this with lovely jubbly stones. Set 1 grand. So this is, I mean, again, this is temporary. This could actually not be what it looks like in the end, but I'm just trying to get the basic shape and design of the whole thing done. So, the car is going to be about there. There's loads of water here, a little bit of water here. At the bottom here, this is where the canister is going to go, right there. And this bit right here, this is why this extends out, is because we're going to put a big old tree here, and this is where Nedry runs forward. Let's go to this tree, and wraps the thingamajiggy, the winch around the tree, right? This is all making sense? This should all make sense. So, let's get started. What should we do first? Maybe the cliff. So, this is going to be hard work. I have actually had a little look already when I was doing this before. I need rock that kind of looks dirty. It's hard to describe, but I think if I search for rock, I don't get anything even slightly appropriate. No, so we need to search for stone, and I need it to be brown stone, but we don't really have any. So if anyone has any model recommendations for stuff that they think will look good, that would be very, very helpful, because I don't actually know what we're going to do here, other than make something up. That might be okay. Where's that gone? It's kind of got this weird kind of, I don't want to say brick, but it's jagged and brown. Maybe chisel has something good for me. Maybe dirt, actually. If we can get the right dirt texture. Tell you what, let's check. Let's actually go onto chisel blocks and just have a little look, see if anything good pops up. Oh, monoblocks. Monoblocks could be okay. No, it's glowstone. That's silly. Cobblestone, brown cobblestone. That might be perfect. You know, let's have a little look. And it kind of, that's actually pretty good. Interesting. It kind of juts out as well. So we are going to do it like this. Now we can't do it as subtly as I would like because, you know, it's Minecraft. But in the film, it's kind of, I don't know, it's hard to describe how it looks. I really recommend people go back and look at it again, because honestly, I was surprised by how it all looked. It really just was not how I remembered it looking. But I'm going to try this. I think what we can do as well, use carpenter's blocks and use a staircase to kind of sort of make this look a little bit more like what I'm thinking it should look like. And this bit over here, let's just put this in. The benefit of mods, eh? This is all mud here. When you walk in it, it makes you really slow as well, which is pretty cool. I think we need to get rid of this tree. That's a silly tree, if there ever was one. Be gone, tree. I have no time for your silliness. There we go. That'll die in a bit. Yeah, this is gonna look pretty good. I mean, maybe not good, but it's gonna look like the film, right? And that's actually what matters. I think this juts out a little bit. I'm gonna do this like that. Have that bottom bit jut out just a little bit more than the rest. Because it kind of has that feel like the entrance is where most of it is. I don't know. A lot of this is going to be covered with trees and stuff. We'll maybe try to put some vines on here as well. It does look really, really overgrown. You can barely even see the road underneath all the stuff, you know? And it's going to be wet. This is going to be... I can't think that there's another one after this, but this will be the last one where we still have the water and the darkness from the previous exhibit, from the T.rex exhibit, still on the go. And after this, what we'll do is we'll put in another command block, probably in this tunnel somewhere, which I'll elongate and make into an actual tunnel. We'll have a command block that sets it back to non-rain and daytime. This turned out pretty well, I've got to say. I'm really happy with this block. What we're going to do as well, we're going to up just on the top of this bit. We're going to don't really see up here, so we've kind of got a little bit of creative leeway. And I just want to make it look a little bit more natural. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I think if I cover this with dirt and stuff and trees and more of this block, we can make it look like it is just a natural rock formation that happens to be carved into a tunnel, which is the impression I definitely get from the film. It's got a very natural look to it, you know. Au natural. It's a very hairy tunnel, what can I say? Okay, let's pull this one out a little bit. No, not there, just there, and I kind of want it to go the same direction. It kind of looks like it goes to the right. I don't know how I would do that. Maybe if we build up this bit. Yeah, whatever. No, I don't like that. We just keep on going. This monoblocks mod is pretty cool. This just replaces some default in-game blocks with coloured blocks that look the same, basically. It's a shame that it doesn't match the texture we already have for Chrome Hills, but also not at all surprising, really, if you think about it. So, oh, it turns out, my issues with the textures, the weird invisibility stuff that I've been having is caused by basically chroma hills and the shader pack I use don't like each other. So all the shader packs based on CUDA shaders, no, not CUDA, on SEUS, Sonic Ether's Unbelievable Shaders, don't like working with Chroma Hills in the current version, so that's why I'm having these weird issues. So I'd either have to get rid of Chroma Hills, which isn't really an option because the mod pack I'm using, designed by the lovely Red Raptor, is based on Chroma Hills. So, you know, that's what it is. And I love Chroma Hills. And I've tried other shaders than SEUS, and I can't quite yet find one that I actually like. If anyone has any good suggestions for shaders, go for it. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm happy to try others. Sorry, although this tree is looking normal, does it always look normal? Let's quickly grab some... I'm just wondering if this is working for some reason. Let's grab some dirty dirt. There's no reason it would work. Why is it working? I'm really confused, but it's been fixed. Am I not using the same shaders anymore? Did I change? It looks the same, doesn't it? Shaders. Yeah, still missing. Oh, sweet. Okay. This is actually really important. It maybe not seems like a... It might not seem like a big deal, but it is, because what this does is it lets me use... a couple of blocks that we've been unable to use so far. Go away! Including, most importantly, sort of mossy cobblestone and stuff like that. We've not been able to use any of the mossy blocks because... Wait a minute, you're still screwed though. Was I just wrong? Is it still screwed? Yeah, I think it's still screwed. Never mind. Pessimism, back. It's all doomed. Never mind. Oh well. I might have to just change shader packs. I don't want to change Chroma Hills. I love Chroma Hills, but... Okay, whatever, that should be enough. Meow. What if I can do this? I'm just going to give this a go. I don't think this will work. Maybe it'll work. Click. And then over here. Click. And then set brown cobblestone. Set brown cobblestone. Yeah, that's optimistic. You will be able to do it if you get an item ID, but off the top of my head, I don't know what it is, and the mod I have doesn't show me that. I'll just replace that, that's fine. It's going to be dirty and stuff anyway, but there we go. That is the entrance, the basic entrance to the thing. It's actually pretty cool. I'm quite happy with that. I would like the road to be a bit darker. You know what I'd like is some asphalt. See if this looks any good for a road, because it's quite a dark road. And it's a road, you know, it's a road for cars. It's a proper road. It's a, it's not a track like the others. It's a proper... real car road, you know, it's one for the actual gas jeeps. Let's just give this a quick go. Yeah, that's optimistic. I think it only works with default blocks. You can do like set grass and it will work, but obviously that's a default in-game block. The only problem with this, the asphalt, makes you a speedy little bugger for some reason. That might be enough reason for me to not use it. Wonder if, where's that mono blocks? I wonder if it's like a dark stone. That would be really cool, actually. Like the default, or even just more cobblestone, but black. Or dark brown. I just want to darken the whole area. This is being weird. Let's just search for stone. Anything vaguely useful? I want something that looks like a road. But is kind of still grey. I don't know, maybe I should stick with stone. I think we're probably going to stick with stone. I think once I've got all the other stuff on it, it'll look a little bit better, I guess. Get there eventually. There we go. Right, so I just want to put a little bit over here as well. Because this is probably the bit that's bugging me, in actuality. There we go. And we'll obviously get rid of all these trees, and this is going to be an actual tunnel that goes forward a little bit. Not for too long, because again, you don't see it in the film, but it's kind of going to be the introduction to the next section. You'll go through a little tunnel, you'll emerge from the other side, and you'll be in the daytime, it'll be nice and bright, and you'll be ready for whatever comes next. So, this hill is going to be a problem. Because there's a whole lot of stuff on this hill that doesn't look like this, but it's coming together. It is. You can see what I mean by I said this might take 2 episodes. The plan is to do as much as we can right now, just chill and talk, because it's really nice to get feedback from you guys as well, sort of halfway through an exhibit, to what you think we can do differently, what you think we can do better. So that's always really, really helpful. And then it means we can do another episode, and then the next episode I can integrate some of those ideas. Kind of. The left-hand side, in particular, is excessively overgrown. It's like, it really is massively overgrown, so I really want to emphasize that. We're going to put some on the right. The right, again, it still has that kind of facet to it. It's just not as pronounced. It'd be really nice if you could hang them off like they are. You can see it sometimes in the actual world. You can see the vines sort of hanging off the world. Hanging off, like, you know, sticking out, being all 3D. That'd be pretty cool. Now, this side really should be much more bleh. That's the official term, just in case you were curious. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, why not? Like a big overgrown section just under there, hanging down, like that. Bit more over here, over there, like that. Lovely, jubbly. And we're gonna do other things to make it look overgrown, but it's pretty cool, I think. I'm quite happy with this. Right, how am I gonna do it with the grass? I mean, I can do this and kind of like just put some grass sort of moving in on this area. It's a way to make the road look like, that kind of works. I think when we have some maybe bushes and up the flower content and stuff like that, this might work a little bit better. But I just want to make it look like the weeds coming from the hill sort of section have kind of moved onto the road. Maybe we should leave a bit of road uncovered like there. That kind of has the right effect, right? Especially when we bone meal all this area here, so it's a bit more lush and verdant. Yeah, that's going to look pretty cool. Right. This is going well. I was quite... To be honest, guys, I was actually really worried about this one. This is the first exhibit I've started building it, and I thought I might not be able to make this look good. I was actually worried that it was going to end up looking pretty bad by the end. Because there's a lot to it. There really is. And it has to be really atmospheric and cool looking. It's Nedry's Killers, you know? That'll be the next episode, not this one, because we're not actually going to add the Dilophosaurus in this episode. In terms of the Dilophosaurus, I think my plan is to put... We're going to have a big old tree here, because basically he runs past the road, he runs forward, he runs into like a very tree-ish area, so we're going to put loads of trees here, and there's a big tree here, he puts the winch around it, and that's when he sees the Dilophosaurus. So I think what we're going to do is use our SRM hidden blocks, and have the Dilophosaurus behind the tree, kind of just to the side, you know, like that bit where it pokes its head out and looks at Nedry from behind the tree. I think that's the scene we're going for, because that way there's something at both ends. If we put it up here at the car, then you get down here and there wouldn't really be anything here. Also, if I can find a way to make a winch, that'd be really cool. Also, if I can find a way to make the canister. There's a lot of stuff I want to do for this exhibit, you know? But this is a good start. Much better than I expected. Right, I'm going to use some of this brown cobblestone in here. It's actually quite a stony exhibit in some parts. This left-hand side in particular. We're not going to go over the top with this, but I'm going to put in quite a bit. But this left-hand side in particular, there's also some greystone, and then it's basically like a waterfall river kind of looking thing going on. So I'm just going to... more of it on the left than on the right. And we'll place some of this with sort of a more greyish stone as well. But I want it to just look like, you know, this was just a big old mountain. The water erosion took it to where it was. There's going to be like a little bit of dirt sticking up here as well, because that's where Nedry gets caught. The car gets stuck. Also, it's nice to have a little place where it looks like maybe this is where you'd be able to walk. You know, we need to be able to guide people in the right direction. A little better when it's raining as well, I think. So yeah, that's definitely... I'm going to try that again in English. Suggestions would definitely be appreciated. This is quite a big exhibit, quite a lot of work. So, you know, I've been listening to you guys for the entire series so far. Your suggestions have just been invaluable, really. So feel free to keep sending them in. I will read every single comment. And between us, we'll make this pretty good. We are not near the end, but I'd say probably like at least halfway through this whole process for the first Jurassic Park film. Obviously, we've got 3 more films after to do, but for the first film, we are getting there. So it won't be that much longer when I'll be able to release it to you guys, and you guys will be able to play this at home as well, which is the plan. I don't like that. Okay. It's a start. It's definitely muddier on the right than it is on the left in the film. Now we need some stone. Cobblestone? Is cobblestone? No. Again, it needs to look natural. I think we might be using normal stone here. What have we got? Anything good? I'm just going to grab some sort of dark-looking blocks. What I want, and it might be pushing it, is just like eroded stone, you know? That would be great. Abyssal cobblestone. That look beautiful. Infernal cobblestone, that's better. It's a little bit lighter. What I want is like a dark grey. They're all black or light grey. I want like a dark grey. The good thing about dark grey is it looks like normal grey, but that's been darkened by, say, the water, because it's going to be pouring down rain here, obviously. So that's pretty good. That might be what I'm looking for. Let's find out. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So a lot of this left-hand side is going to be this stuff as well. I need to bring up the image again. I've got a little photo on my phone of the whole area. There's also a log. I don't know how I'm going to do the log. But what we need to do is basically make a nice little waterfall right here. Let's give that a go. Let's finish off the episode with the waterfall. And so basically this whole area, the water tumbles down to here. And then there's those, we need to put some plants and stuff in as well. So I want to make the area where this is going to drop mainly, mainly this stuff. Not 100%, but mainly. And we also need to kind of naturally block it off, otherwise the water's going to go absolutely bloody everywhere. Now that's going to be quite difficult to do, but yeah, we'll see what it looks like. And the water does start quite early, so we need to maybe pull this bit up as well. Sorry. Sometimes I shut up because I'm just concentrating on the intense design work, you know? I don't think that's an excuse, really. It's not like it's my job to talk or anything. I think that'll work. I'm going to stick some water on this and see what happens. Boop! Is that right outside going to be a pain? No. So far, it's okay. Right, that's gone a lot further than I wanted, obviously. This isn't really there in the film, but we are going to have to just dig out a little bit, I think, and I believe I need to redo the water in that case, so it's got something to go into, because the water doesn't retract if you give it an area like that. Let's give that another go. Die! Die, water, die! This is my house. Son? Alright, that didn't work again. Okay. I don't want it to look like a lake, but I don't really see any other way to do it other than... I suppose having water spill onto the road isn't a big deal, right? Because... No, it is. That's too much water. If I can restrict the amount, if it was like a little bit of water, it would look okay. What we could do is bring in this top bit a little bit. Like so. I'm going to extend this out a little bit. Actually, if we just push this back, that might look a little bit better. We'll just say there's a little lake here that you don't usually see. I don't know. Whatever. I don't want it to spread that much as well, because it doesn't in the film. It really doesn't. That's more like it. That's way better. Why can't you do that last time? Right. Then we build around this. If I put water, if I put blocks underneath this, is that gonna... Yeah, okay. Damn it! No, you're not going to recede, are you? No. Okay, that was my fault. I took a chance, it didn't pay off. In terms of scale, it's about where I want it to be. It's not the biggest stream in the world. So, there's also going to be another one on this right-hand side, but I'm going to make this dirty looking. Has to be as dirty as possible. You gotta make it sexy, you know? Come on. There you go. Right, so that works. Sweet. I'm going to knock this out a little bit, otherwise I think it's going to look a little silly. Like, if we have to do this, we may as well make it look okay, you know? We need more of this stone kind of going into the right, otherwise that's going to look pretty unnatural as well. Something like that. And then more water on the right. Obviously, we still need loads of plants and stuff up here, but the whole thing is, it's coming together. It really is. In terms of natural design, this is by far the most complex we're going to do, but I think that is a vast improvement over what we had earlier in the episode. I think we need more of that hard-looking dirt and the cobblestone over here on the right, just to make the whole thing look a little bit better. I need to bring up the image again, but imagine some trees on there, some big old plants on there, all overgrown looking. This looks really cool. This area on the left's going to have loads of trees as well. It's getting there. I actually think this is going to look pretty sweet. At night time, in the dark, with the Jeep stuck at the top, with the lights blaring. Good stuff. But, as always, I am more than open to suggestions, so leave a comment down below with what you think we should do for the rest of this exhibit, and I shall see you lovely folks in the next episode. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me out, guys. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I promise every time you hit like, it does a lot for me. It puts me up in search rankings. For my other videos as well, you know, one video does well means other videos do well, all that kind of jazz. I'm going to start mentioning this a little bit more, probably every video at the end. Just hit that like button, and if you are new to the channel and you want to see more of this, make sure you subscribe as well. Cheers, much love, as always, bye bye.